Some nights I look at my kid like I would literally fight a bear for you. And in the same minute, I'm wondering, how illegal would it be to fake my own disappearance to a quiet cabin with reliable Wi-Fi? If that sentence felt disturbingly relatable, this one's for you, because I have thoughts as a parent that feel radioactive. Not call a lawyer bad, just don't say this at daycare pickup bad. So today I'm saying them out loud anyway. 7 parenting thoughts I'd never say in public, until now. If you've had even one of these, you are not a monster, you are just extremely tired. Obviously. Thought 1. Sometimes I want to just disappear. Not forever, obviously. Just 48 hours of silence, hotel room, white sheets. Nobody asking where their dinosaur went. Your brain calls this fantasy. Psychology calls it overstimulation. When your nervous system is fried, escape fantasies show up. It doesn't mean you'll actually vanish to a spa. It means your body is screaming, I need less noise. So no, you're not heartless. You're under-rested and cornered. Thought 2. Sometimes my phone is more interesting than my kids. Yep, I said it. The rectangle of doom wins sometimes because the phone doesn't shriek when the toast looks wrong. It gives dopamine, novelty, and 0 opinions about snack timing. Is this moral failure? No, it's a coping mechanism. Your brain is starved for adult stimulation and actual rest. Set boundaries, sure, but don't confuse exhaustion with not caring. Scrolling during cartoon reruns is survival, not betrayal. You still care. Your thumbs are just temporarily unionizing. Thought 3. Sometimes I like my kid, but not parenting. Hanging out with them is fun. The logistics feel like unpaid project management for a very small, unreasonable CEO. You enjoy their weird jokes, the dance parties, the cuddles. You do not enjoy forms, daycare emails, and mystery rashes. That doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It means your role quietly mutated. Before kids, you were just a person. Now you're an entire department. Psychology calls this role strain. Your calendar calls it Tuesday. Liking the child and hating the paperwork can coexist peacefully. You're not broken, the job description is. Thought 4. Sometimes I understand why my parents yelled. You swore you'd be calm, gentle, eternally patient. Remember? Then someone licks the dog again and your soul leaves. The shout is out of your mouth before your brain can grab it back. That doesn't excuse shouting, but it absolutely explains the impulse. You're parenting with less village support than previous generations had, more isolation, more pressure, more do it perfectly or else. The yelling is just your nervous system slamming the big red panic button. Repair matters more than perfection. Hey, I overreacted, I'm sorry. That's the cycle breaking, not the yelling itself. Thought 5. Sometimes bedtime is my favorite part is because silence. You tuck them in, kiss their forehead, think, finally, peace. Yes, they look like tiny angels. Yes, you love them. Also, yes, your brain is vibrating like a fluorescent light. Craving quiet isn't rejecting them, it's your senses resetting. Think of bedtime as closing too many browser tabs emotionally. You're allowed to enjoy the silence and the child. Those aren't opposites. They're a package deal. Thought 6. Sometimes I fantasize about just quitting parenting. Not literally leaving a note and catching a one-way train, more like imagining HR calling, "Hi, we're closing the responsible adult position. Please turn in your baby monitor and collect your severance in naps and silent hotel rooms." This is your brain trying to outsource impossible responsibility. You're on call 24/7, no lunch break, no HR. Of course, fantasy you lives alone with houseplants and finished coffee. Reality you stays, obviously, but the fantasy is a flare signal. It's saying, I need support, boundaries, and probably therapy scheduling. Thought 7. Sometimes work feels easier than being home. At work, people use inside voices and don't wipe boogers there. Tasks have endpoints. Emails rarely scream your legal first name. Preferring spreadsheets some days doesn't mean loving kids any less. It means your adult brain enjoys clear feedback and control. Home is chaos, interruptions, and feedback mostly delivered through whining. Let work be a regulated zone, not a shame trigger. So what do these dark little thoughts actually mean? Not that you're a monster, that you're a human parent, a tired, overstimulated, doing their best with Wi-Fi parent. Your brain is waving tiny red flags, not writing verdicts. Notice the thought, laugh at it a little, add context, then ask, what do I actually need right now? Maybe it's sleep, maybe it's help, maybe just peeing alone. None of those needs make you unloving. They make you alive. If this hit uncomfortably close, welcome to the secret club. We pay dues in cold coffee and half-finished texts. All right, that's enough emotional honesty for one day. Subscribe if you want more, or don't. I'll just assume you got distracted by someone screaming, "Mom." Honestly, fair.